have to see it as a journey where you get to know yourself and you get to know what works for you in life. Hello everyone and welcome back on my channel yet again. So if you're new here, my name is Catherine, and on this channel I talk about living an intentional life, I talk about being childfree by choice, and I talk about other topics I find interesting. Going into the video today, I'm just going to be making a video on the top of my head. So today I've made no notes. It's just something I thought I really wanted to talk with you about. So we are in the intentional corner today, and what I want to talk about is balance, because I think that finding your balance in life is one of the most important things when we talk about living an intentional life. And finding your balance is basically in every area of your life. So for example, when it comes to shopping, I'm starting to find my balance, because I think it's really important that I'm not at any extremes. It's not like I shop all the time or I use more money than I have. So I'm finding my balance where I do not want to shop a lot of clothing I already have enough of. I want to focus on the clothing I actually need in my wardrobe. But I also want to allow myself to buy something new every once in a while when I find something I really like. So I'm not the kind of person who wants to be setting a lot of rules for myself, because I think that is too extreme. And if you're setting too many rules for yourself, then you're kind of taking the enjoyment out of life, because you also need to be able to enjoy life. And if you set too many rules for yourself, that can be hard. So for example, I've been a vegan, and that lifestyle works for somebody. That's why I'm talking about finding your balance in every area of your life. But for me, being a vegan was way too restricted. There was way too many things you could not eat, and that took the joy out of eating for me. So it's really about finding the balance for you, and where your balance is probably a lot different for me, because we are different people. Some people like to eat restrictively, and they maybe get stressed out by eating too loosely. They maybe get stressed out by being able to eat whatever they want. So again, it's about finding the balance for you, and it's in every area of your life. So when it comes to shopping, when it comes to your relationships, when it comes to food, so just in general every area of your life, and that could also be exercise. So finding the balance that suits your life, that usually takes a lot of years, because we have to try things out and make mistakes and figure out what works for us. And we have to try things out and make a lot of mistakes to figure out what works for us. So for example, when it comes to exercise for me, I'm finding a balance right now for myself, but I'm closer to finding a balance that works for me than when I started out exercising. Because when I started out exercising, I still had to learn a lot about me and what works for me. So finding a balance just in general, going through life, making mistakes, trying things out, and finding out what works for you. So finding that balance where it works for you. So finding your balance is finding out where you need to be to make things work for you. So do you need to be on an extreme side, or do you need to be somewhere in the middle of two extremes, or whatever might work for you? So it's really about getting to know yourself and getting to know what works for you in life. And I know we as people want to have something that is a quick fix, where we can easily figure out what works for us. But when it comes to finding balance in different areas of our life, we need to be alright with that not being a quick fix, because finding balance is something we do our entire life, because we get to know ourselves, and then our life circumstances and maybe ourselves, we change. So then we have to find another balance. I do not think you ever find like the perfect balance for you, but as you try things out, as you get to know yourself, you find a better balance in life, just when it comes to different areas of life that works for you. So I will just say, go out there, get to know yourself, do a lot of different things, and really, when you've done something new, figure out what worked for you and what didn't work for you. Because if you do that every time, if you evaluate every time you try something new in your life, you're getting closer to figuring out where your balance is. And the balance is in different places for all of us. So I might not be a person who likes extremes, and might not be a person who I will never like do a no buy year or something like that, because I think it's alright to buy stuff and, you know, enjoy life, because shopping can be fun, but I don't want to take it to an extreme where I like shop all the time or have like a huge pile of clothing, or where I shop more than I have the money for. So again, it's about finding our balance and what works for us, and we're all different, so it takes time, and you have to be alright with it taking its time. You have to see it as a journey where you get to know yourself and you get to know what works for you in life. And stuff like this really do take time. And I know I've been there before, like I want this quick fixes. I want to see some YouTuber that is talking about something like they know what they're talking about, and you should just do exactly what they do. But yeah, it's fine if you try out what they recommend. But do not think that just because it worked for them, it will work for you. And that is what life is about. It's about finding out what works for us. And it's about getting to know ourselves and evaluating along the way. So do not think that you can find some YouTuber who has the answer for you, because that does not exist. You might find a YouTuber that is really close to the same balance as you. But again, we're all different. So you will have to take the thing and turn it into your own in a way that will work for you. So yeah guys, I really hope that this video made sense. Again, I'm just talking on top of my head, and I just think balance is such a key thing when it comes to an intentional life and living an intentional life and being more intentional in life. So it's really the basis about living an intentional life is getting to know yourself and finding your balance in life. And our balance will all be different because we are different people, and what works for me might not work for you, and so on. If you enjoyed this video and you enjoy me, please remember to comment, like, subscribe and all that good stuff. I love to see new people on my channel, and I really love when people leave sweet comments and say how they really enjoyed me as a person and my personality shining through a video, or just a video made, or just the topic. If they find it interesting and they wanna have a friendly discussion down below, I love when people do that. So don't hesitate to comment down below. Just remember to do it in a tone that you will be alright with reading yourself if somebody else have commented that to you. And just remember that I appreciate every one of you, and I hope to see you soon in another video. Bye guys!